Okay, Slough fans are behind that goal to our left, making a lot of noise here at the moment. We're just waiting for the tannoy man to finish here. He's going to continue till the game starts, I think. He's going to shut up in a minute. Oh, there you go. Brilliant. Right, the two captains are with the referee, Mr. Cartmel. Neil Lee said he joined the 500 club last season and won a cash prize. There you go. Look, Neil's done it, so why can't you guys do it? Let's see if you can get you all joining the 500 club. The two captains are with the referee at the moment. And we'll see which way the teams are shooting. Slough will be shooting to the sunny end, maybe with the idea of the goalkeeper having to look into the sun. I can already see Ambrosine from Dulwich Hamlet looking into the sun already. So Slough shooting right to left for this first half. And the Slough fans are making all the noise here this afternoon. And Slough will have the kick-off as well. And we are seconds away from this. I think we were seconds away, but we need a new ball because that one's a bit flat. There you go. What about that for a stoppage? We haven't even started yet and we've got a flat ball. And here we go. Looks like we might have a ball out here now to start the game. And it's Matt Lynch going to stand over it for the Rebels. Referee will just wait and check. And there you go. That's the kick-off here. And immediately George Wells pumps the ball into that sky. Joe Grant on the far-hand side wins the header. Warren Harris chasing down the far-hand side. And Quaid Taylor with the clearance leaves a throw for the Rebels on the 18-yard line. Taken quickly to Scott Davis, back from a wedding. In towards George Wells, who's inside the centre circle. Closed down by Monacana, who was at Wealdstone last year, and Slough play it ball back to Jack Turner in the Slough goal, who looks for that ball down the far, looking for Joe Grant, who heads it backwards towards Matt Lynch. Lynch just challenging in the middle there, wins the ball well, but it falls kindly here for Dulwich Hamlet, and they find Monacana down this near hand side, immediately closed down, and the ball played forwards here for Mills to chase, but goes into the penalty area, and Jack Turner comes to claim the ball for the Rebels. It's both Togwells at centre-back for the Rebels, and the ball played out, and Monlouis chasing down Matt Lynch, has to go back towards his goalkeeper, and Lee Togwell on that far-hand side, bringing the ball forwards for Slough. Covers a few miles, comes in towards Josh Chapman in an advanced position. Lovely ball inside here to Warren Harris, playing centre midfield again this afternoon, down that right-hand side, getting past his man Chapman on the far-hand side, gets across in, it's a little bit behind, and a challenge there by Slough, breaks here for Matt Lynch, he takes the first shot. But it's well wide over the top of the goal. But good work there by Joe Grant, who tackled Ijaya, the Dulwich Hamlet captain. And it's a goal kick here to Dulwich Hamlet. The Slough fans looking into the sunshine. Good number of them have travelled down here this afternoon. And the Dulwich Hamlet bench, see, you have to wear... In the league rules, you have to wear either the Jacko top or a suit. It's obviously too hot for a Jacko top, but the Dulwich Hamlet bench have used their sleeves and rolled them up. Ball's here with Scott Davis, plays it out on the far-hand side to Joe Grant, a little bit too far in front of him, and that allows Connors to come down the left-hand side, but he just overruns the ball. It's out of play for a throw to Slough on the far side, which will be taken by Josh Chapman. It's going to be tough for the boys here today. 2 games in 2 days, and both games in intense heat. And Josh Chapman will take the throw on the far-hand side. Eventually inside here towards Sam Togwell, back here towards Josh. Josh turns and opens it up. Body plays the ball down the line. Headed away, though, by Taylor. Comes through to Joe Grant. Keeps the ball in. Just chased down and holds the ball up. Just gets a lucky ricochet. Wins the ball. It flicks here. It's won back, though, by Dulwich Hamlet. And the ball by Chapman over the top here for Monacana to chase. But he's not going to get that. And it goes out of play for a goal kick to the Rebels. Don't forget, we'll keep you up to date with the other games going on. Just a reminder that Slough's next 2 games are at home on Saturday, this Saturday coming, against an Auburn City. And then they are at home again on the Tuesday after that, the 3rd of September, where they're at home Oh, Slough playing it inside their own box, and Monlouis almost chases it down. Ball played out on the far hand side to Chapman. Chests it down past a player. Outside here towards Lee Togwell. Togwell with the ball here for Dan Roberts. Lovely little flick on here to Warren Harris. 250 a game for him. Gets a shot. It's blocked by Ambrosine. Breaks for Dan Roberts who shoots. Slough looking for a corner. And I think they're going to get a corner. It's blocks there, and Warren Harris, his 250th game for the Rebels. He got that winning goal, his 50th for the club on Saturday, and now corners for Slough, which Max Worsfold will take. So an in-swinging corner here for the Rebels. And the referee just watching, there's some pushing and shoving going on. It goes near post. Oh, it's a goal! He's done it again, Warren Harris with the goal. It's a great header. It's taken in near post. Warren Harris with the goal. And the goal on 5 minutes. Slough with the lead. 1-0 Warren Harris. 250th goal. 2-2. Slough leads. What a bullet header that was. It looks as though it was being headed away. Great header by Warren Harris. Smashing header right into the bottom. Warren Harris loving this role as a centre midfielder now. 2-2 for the young man. And not only is getting closer to the 20 all-time appearance records, he's getting closer to the 20 all-time goal records. Wowee, what a start that was for the Rebels. And it's Jaya with the kick-off here towards Chapman. Played forwards here for George Wells, who takes the touch. Oh, goes back here to Jack Turner. Has to take it on his chest and then volleys the ball clear for Slough. Up here towards Roberts, headed away by Taylor. Comes out to the right back, Barnes, who plays it through. Headed away by George Wells. Dan Roberts will try and chase that, but it's out of play for a throw. And the Slough fans in good voice behind that goal to our left. As we wait for Aaron Barnes to take this throw. Referee just telling me he can come a little bit further forward. Takes the throw. Looked like a foul throw to me. Mills jumps with the ball. It comes to Monlouis. Gets it back into Monacana. Monacana down the right-hand side. Crosses first time. Oh, it's missed it. And it comes to an equaliser. It's a goal for Dulwich Hamlet. Alassani with the goal. 2 goals in 2 minutes. And a mistake by Slough. Reece Alassani with a goal. Alassani was here at Dulwich Hamlet the year they got promoted out of the league. He then earned a move to Coventry City. And he's back here on loan. His first game was surprisingly away from home. That's his first home game since rejoining. He scores. Josh Chapman couldn't cut the ball out as the ball came across. And Slough just needed a bit of time there after that first goal. They didn't take it. Dulwich Hamlet straight back in 1-1 here at Champion Hill. And it all bent from the...
First aiders on the ground. The first aiders, can you please go to stadium reception, please? First aiders on the ground, please go to...
And Josh Chapman with the throw there. Slough looking for a free kick, not given. Sam Togwell heads it away. Ben Chapman heads it back in. George Wells heads it on. Barnes heads it back on. It's flicked on. A bit of head tennis going on. Comes here to Worsfold. Inside towards Scott Davis. Flicked on to Roberts. Roberts, lovely little touch towards Grant. Grant then skips the ball. Plays it through, and Roberts was just the wrong way. And it comes through. There's been a call out for first aiders, which is why we stopped a little bit there. I'm not surprised in this sun that people aren't collapsing. The ball played down. That Dulwich Hamlet goal all came from the fact that Danny Mills, the number 9 for Dulwich Hamlet, who was at Welling United last year, he won a header from the throw against 3 Slough players. And that's what took the Slough players out of the game. Ball with Lee Togwell down the line, headed away by Taylor. Togwell with the ball in. It's intercepted though by George Wells, and he tries to play it through to Dan Roberts, who's offside. But the referee plays the game on. The ball's here with Ambrosine. Through to Chapman. Chapman inside to Monacana. Little ball in. Slough win it back. Here comes out though to Chapman. Chapman takes a touch. Still running with the ball. Plays it out, and it comes off a Slough player for a Dulwich Hamlet throw. And it will be Barnes again to take the throw. And Barnes just waiting for a bit of movement. Comes from Kieran Monlou. He gets the ball back towards Barnes, who crosses first time. Sam Togwell heads away. Lynch then heads it further. There's no one else up for Slough. And it comes through to Quaid Taylor. Plenty of time to pick out Connors on the left back position. Inside to Alassani, who's come a little bit deeper for the ball. Back towards Connors, almost gives the ball away. But Ambrosine's there first for Dulwich Hamlet and finds Barnes. Barnes immediately closed down by Worsfold. Inside here to Monlou. Monlou trying to find Mills. It's intercepted by Lee Togwell, and Lynch will go back towards his goalkeeper, Jack Turner, who not much of a chance with that goal there. The ball played in really well, though, by Monlou, and it was Josh Jackman with the mistake on the far-hand side, and Slough under pressure here as Togwell goes back to Turner. A ball played up here, and Quaid Taylor has plenty of time to control and find Connors on the left-hand side, 10 yards inside his own half. Back here towards Taylor, almost nicked off him by Dan Roberts here with Ambrosine. Inside though, and it's one back here. Lynch with the challenge. The ball played in here by Scott Davis towards Joe Grant. Grant trying to turn against Ajaya. Turns him, puts him on the floor. Grant still with the ball at his feet. Tries a little 1-2, doesn't get it. Still battling with Ajaya. And Ajaya plays it back out here towards Taylor. And Taylor goes long, looking for Mills. Mills flicks the ball on, but there's no one there. And it rolls through to Jack Turner in the Slough goal. Rolled out here towards Lee Togwell, finding Scott Davis. Plays it back here towards Sam Togwell. Spread out towards George Wells, 20 yards inside his own half. Down the line for Roberts. Roberts takes a touch. Being followed here by Ambrosine. Ball inside here towards Lynch. And Lynch plays it wide towards Lee Togwell. Lee Togwell inside for Joe Grant to chase, but he just couldn't get there. And ball's out with the left back Connors, 20 yards inside his own half. Inside here towards Chapman. Chapman back towards Connors, and Dulwich will keep the ball a little bit here. And it's here with Quaid Taylor. Hits it down the line. Lee Togwell thumping header back here, and Connors just keeps the ball in that left back position. Goes back towards his goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer, who plays it across to Ambrosine. Across his 18-yard line, gives the ball away here. One back by Dan Roberts, finding Warren Harris. Harris's ball is poor, but he wins the ball back with a great challenge. Warren Harris now towards Worsfold. Worsfold trying to turn against Ambrosine. Gets past him down the left-hand side. No one in the box to pick out, and he tries a cross, and it's over the head of Joe Grant and out of play for a throw to Dulwich Hamlet on the far-hand side. 1-1 here. Now. And it's Connors who will take the throw on the far hand side. Throws it back towards Quaid Taylor, who's out by deep by his own corner flag here. Being put pressure on by Roberts. Plays it down the field looking for Mills. Mills is offside. And the referee, oh my word, the referee waited for Slough to play the ball forwards before he actually flags, the offside flag was up, and then he saw it. Very strange. Why he waited so long before he saw the flag. Ball's free kick's taken quickly by Slough. Here with Jack Turner, who looks for Worsfold. Worsfold does well to win the header. Roberts is underneath it for Slough, inside the box. Tries to get it and out for a corner to Slough. Their second of the game, and they scored from a corner. Can they do it again? This time Lynch will be the man that goes across to take the corner. And this one will be an in-swinging corner, this time from the near hand side. And Lynch just placing the ball down here. Slough fans making noise behind that goal to our left. And it's taken with some pace, headed almost across goal it was by Quaid Taylor. Back out for another corner to Slough. And again Matt Lynch will take the in-swinging corner. And it's baking sunshine. Referee just watching some Slough go deep to the far post. Keeper get a touch to it? No. It's out for a goal kick to Dulwich Hamlet. 1-1 the score here between the two sides. Let's see if there's any goals in the National League South for you. While the it's Hungerford 1, Dartford 0, Maidstone 1, Chelmsford 0, and Weymouth 1, Wealdstone 0. Those are the only goals in the National League South, apart from the 2 here today. Maynard Brewer is the man that places the ball down for this goal kick for Dulwich Hamlet. And a long kick down here again, aimed towards Mills, who flicks the header on. Hassani will keep the ball in, up against Lee Togwell. Jackman with the sliding tackle wins the ball, and Joe Grant back here towards Lee Togwell. And then Togwell trying to play the ball forward here for Roberts to chase. Ambrosini comes on, and he just about steals it off. Warren Harris nicks it back off him, and it falls kindly to Taylor, who plays it in. Scott Davis is there for Slough, and Slough get a throw but no free kick. I'm not sure what the referee's watching here. It looked like a free kick to me, but the referee says no free kick, and it's a throw to Slough 5 yards inside the Dulwich Hamlet half, which Josh Jackman will play to take. And Jackman just looking for a bit of movement here, and throws it down the line here for Warren Harris, popping up on the right hand side. Connors clears into someone's garden, and it'll be a throw to the Rebels. So 1-1 here at Champion Hill. 2 early goals in the first 6 minutes of the game, and the excitement has just died down here. Good number of people here this afternoon, and again Josh Jackman will be the player to take the throw on that far hand side. It's Lynch with the ball back inside towards Jackman, being held up here by Alisani. Ball down the line for Joe Grant to chase. It's Ijaya, the captain, who does well to turn and play the ball, but Joe Grant chases it down. That's a corner. And great work by Joe Grant again there for Slough. Closed down the block, and it ricocheted off Connors for a corner to Slough, and that will mean Max Worsfold will go across to take. And Worsfold with the cross for the first goal. Can he do it again for a second? Josh Jackman has come reaching up to the edge of the 18-yard line, but not used. Worsfold goes into the box, headed back across, kept in at the far post. Was it? No, it's out of play for a goal kick. I thought it came off a Dulwich Hamlet head, but the referee says goal kick. And there you go. We had a little bit of singing from the Dulwich fans that lasted for about 30 seconds. And it's I think everyone's just, the sun is just so hot here this afternoon that everyone's just drinking water, trying to keep parts. Balls out toward Quaid Taylor, goes across his 18-yard line towards Ambrosini, being closed down by Matt Lynch. The ball down up the field here to Monacana, who's being pushed off the ball by Scott Davis, but he still runs with the ball, chips the ball forwards, and Monlouis seemed to stop his run when he should have continued. Ball played forwards quickly by Jack Turner for Worsfold to chase. Worsfold will get there first before Barnes, and Barnes does really well to come back and win the ball, but he gives it away to Slough, and it's here with Matt Lynch. Lynch plays it back out towards Warren Harris, popping up on the left-hand side, inside towards Worsfold, and it's won back by Ajaya, in towards Monacana, and work down the field for Mills, who holds the ball up on his chest. Back here towards Barnes, inside here towards Chapman. Chapman takes a touch, chips it forwards. George Wells with the header away, comes towards Lynch, back out towards George Wells. Wells 15 yards inside his own half. Has the ball down the line, looking for Roberts. It's cleared by Ambrosini. And it's Scott Davis with a header forwards. Finds Warren Harris, whose little cushion header. Ball plays in by George Wells, looking for Dan Roberts. Roberts gets through on goal. He's got it against Ambrosini. Need him, he takes it across. And it's good defending in the end. But Slough still have the ball here with Worsfold. Cross here towards Lynch. Lynch with a shot. Oh, it's over the top of the bar by the Rebels. And Slough looking very lively in these first 17 minutes. But it's 1-1 between the two. And again, the goal kick taken short towards Quaid Taylor. Inside here. Oh, and it's given away to Dan Roberts inside the box. Just has to turn. It's Chapman with the defending that blocks it. And the ball down the line here for Alisani to chase. Up against Jackman. Alisani plays it in towards Chapman, not Jackman. And it's here with Ijaya. Ijaya across to Ambrosini, back towards Ben Chapman. 25 yards inside his own half. Quaid Taylor with the ball, across to Ambrosini. Looking for some help, doesn't come. Has to go close to Barnes. And Barnes goes down the line. Sam Togwell lets the ball run past him and goes back towards Jack Turner. And Turner being closed down, plays the ball out here for Worsfold over his head and out of play for a throw. And Barnes will take it with a... He's taken it way out from where it went, but the referee's quite happy to let him do that. Down again line for Wells to head on, and Sam Togwell puts that over the main roof and out of the ground for a throw to Dulwich Hamlet, level with the 18-yard line. And Barnes with the throw. Poor throw, intercepted by Scott Davis, but goes out of play for a throw 5 yards further back for Dulwich Hamlet. Barnes again is the man to take. And someone decides to stand up so you can't see what's going on. I think the ball has come off the Dulwich Hamlet player. It's for a throw to Slough. I can't tell because someone's just chosen that right time to stand up. The ball is thrown in towards Worsfold. Back here towards George Wells, who hammers the ball long here for Joe Grant to chase it. The goalkeeper just comes to the edge of his area to claim the ball. Good afternoon to Tony Clements, who's listening in. And the ball's here with the centre-back, Quay Taylor. Inside here towards Chapman. Chapman back out to Taylor, halfway inside his own half here. Back out to Connors, the left-back. Drills the ball in towards Mills, who holds the ball up really well. Finds Ijaya. And Ijaya, lovely ball here for Barnes on the overlap. Barnes' first time cross is easily intercepted by Sam Togwell, who chips it down the line. Ijaya comes off his shin and goes out of play for a Slough Town throw. And it's George Wells with the throw inside towards Worsfold, back towards Wells, down the line here for Roberts to chase. Ambrosine puts it straight out of play for a Slough throw, and Slough have a throw 10 yards inside the Dulwich Hamlet half. 20 minutes gone, 1-1 between the two sides. And down the line here for Worsfold, who does well to win the header. Ambrosine acrobatically volleys it clear, then volleyed cleared by Taylor. Lee Togwell gets a touch to it. It'll fall here for Joe Grant. On the right-hand side, up against Connors. Being forced wide, but got Chapman. Chapman's being fouled, referee. The referee does not see it. In the end, Grant gets across in, but it's too far. Why the referee doesn't give a foul for Alassani on Jackman, I don't know. But he hasn't given a foul so far in the first 20 minutes. And a lot of players taking on water whenever they can. I'm surprised the referee hasn't given a water break here now, as we're almost coming up to halfway. Peter J's packing his tent up in Dorset after being at the Great Dorset Steam Fair. Well, I hope you had a good time there, Peter. Goal kick here for Dulwich Hamlet. Atmosphere very subdued here. I think the heat is getting to everybody as we wait for Maynard Brewer to take the goal kick. And again, a good long kick from the goalkeeper, aimed towards Mills, hits Sam Togwell on the back and comes towards Josh Jackman, chased down by Alassani. Jackman's with the ball down for Roberts, who tries to fade it, but Quay Taylor plays it back towards his goalkeeper. And back across here to Ambrosine, who was at Leatherhead a couple of years ago. Out towards Barnes, back into Ambrosine, halfway inside the Dulwich Hamlet half. Dulwich go long yet again, looking for Monacana, headed away by Sam Togwell. Warren Harris dinks the ball in towards Worsfold, plays it down the line for Roberts. Looked like he hit Roberts on the hand. Referee says no, free kick. Back towards Ambrosine. Roberts chases the goalkeeper down, and it forces a mistake from the goalkeeper. And Slough have a throw. And then he decides it's going to be a drinks break here at Dulwich Hamlet. So a break in play here for a drinks break. Let's give you scores from the other games in the National League South. It's Bath City 0, Oxford City 0, Braintree 0, Dorking 0. It's Hampton and Richmond 1, Chippenham 0, Havant and Waterlooville 0, Eastbourne Borough 0, Hemel Hempstead Town Billericay 0, Hungerford 1, Dartford 1, Maidstone 1, Chelmsford 0, St Albans 1, Concord Rangers 0, Welling 0, Tonbridge 0, and Weymouth 1, Wealdstone 1. Those are the only goals so far, as there's a quick drinks break being taken here quite rightly by the referee here. Game of the day seems to be in the Southern League Central. Colville are 3-1 up against Nuneaton Borough after just 26 minutes. Not many goals in the Southern League South or in the Isthmian Premier. And I can tell you that Maidenhead United are currently drawing 0-0 with Bromley. Still got a drinks break going on here. The referees and linesmen joining in here. Peter said it wasn't quite as hot as it was in Slough down in Dorset, but I guess that's quite nice actually, because these last couple of days have been too hot. Yeah, so it looks like the referee has said the drinks break is over. Slough will restart with an attacking throw for the Rebels down the left-hand side of the pitch, roughly 20 odd yards away from goal. And the Slough fans who, some of them going shirtless, or only men, don't get too excited, only men behind the goal shirtless at the moment. Although if the women want to join in, I'm sure people won't complain. But George Wells with this throw here for Slough. And you just stand there, back here towards George Wells, down the line towards Worsfold, uses his body to create a space, gets across, it's hit Ijaya and out for a corner to the Rebels. Their fifth of this first half. And again, Matt Lynch will take the corner for Slough. Slough very aware of the attacking threat that Dulwich Hamlet possess on the break. And Joe Grant has just gone into the box, totally unmarked, but yeah, the ball played in, it's headed cross goal, it's blocked. And is it out for another corner? Now it's gone out for a goal kick, and the header wide, I think, came from Joe Grant, who just came into the box late. And so far, Slough, the side with the better chances. 5 efforts in the first half, 5 corners compared to Dulwich Hamlet's one and only chance which they've scored from so far. So 1-1 here as 25 minutes gone as Maynard Brewer takes this huge kick aimed at Mills, headed away by Lee Togwell. Worsfold gets there to hook it away, only as far as Quade Taylor, 10 yards inside his own half. Hits it with the outside of his foot. Mills flicks the header on. George Wells with an intelligent header back to Jack Turner. And Turner trying to release Worsfold. Ambrosine will head it away. It will come into the centre for Joe Grant, who gets bundled off the ball. And Alassani uses his strength really well, gets past a couple, goes down. Now that is a foul which the referee hasn't given. And I don't think the referee is all right today, because he hasn't given a single foul in the entire game from a very late offside decision. Connors takes the throw quickly, trying to find Mills. Lee Togwell's there to cut it out, but it's a throw for Dulwich Hamlet, 6 or 7 yards away from the corner flag. And Slough with some defending to do. And Connors will be the player to come across to take the throw for Connors to take. He's taking it around about 12 yards away from the thing. The ball went out a lot closer to that. I guess he wants a better angle of the ball in. And his throw comes in. Mills heads it goalwards, drops, and it's in! Oh my word, Alassani with a second. A mistake by Jack Turner. And on 28 minutes, Dulwich Hamlet leads. Oh, what a mistake that is. Alassani gets it in off the post. The header came from the long throw. Turner had it in his hands and he dropped the ball in the penalty area. And what is Jack Turner doing this? I really don't know what he's doing this season. He has the ball in his hands. I don't know if he didn't realise there was anyone there, but he's bounced the ball down. Whether he's dropped it or bounced the ball down on purpose, I don't know. He's dropped it off the goal line, and Alassani from 2 yards out hits it in off the goalpost, and Dulwich lead 2-1 And yet again, Slough are making stupid mistakes that are being put away by opposition teams. Turner, long ball down the field. Quade Taylor with the volley away. It will come through to Monlouis, finding Ejaya. Across here towards Barnes. Barnes, 5 yards inside his own half. Back here to Ambrosini, who chips the ball forwards here. Sam Togwell heads it away. Flicked on by George Wells. Ejaya with the header on. Two Dulwich Hamlet players tackle each other. And Scott Davis can bring the ball out for Slough. Plays it back towards Sam Togwell. Goes back towards Turner. And Turner has the ball at his feet, just on the edge of his 18-yard line. Just kicks it out short towards Sam Togwell. Out here towards George Wells. Wells down the line for Worsfold. Has it nicked off him by Barnes. Barnes inside to Ejaya. Finding Chapman. Chapman goes back, though, towards Quade Taylor. Taylor across towards Connors. And Connors inside to Kieran Monlouis. Back here towards Chapman. Through to Ejaya. Ejaya chips it up high for Taylor, but Taylor's got no one chasing him, so plenty of time on the ball. And here with... I'm trying to find out who that is. Mills. Back here with Quade Taylor. Towards Ejaya. And through to Aslasani. 2 goals this afternoon. He got one on his return to Dulwich Hamlet away on Saturday. 3-3 for him. And Quade Taylor's got plenty of time on the ball here. Slough not chasing the ball much here. And it's with Monlouis towards Connors. Dulwich Hamlet just keeping the ball here. And Slough just happy. Ooh. The Dulwich Hamlet bench swearing at their number 5, Ambrosini, who's not doing something. The ball has come out for a Slough Town throw. Taken quickly towards Roberts. Roberts pushed off the ball. First foul of the game given by the referee. And it's taken 31 minutes to come. 31 minutes for the first foul of the game. And Slough have a free kick 15 yards inside the Dulwich Hamlet half. And Worsfold is the man standing over this free kick. 35 to 40 yards away from goal for Slough. And played in with some height. Stan Roberts with the header. This time it's saved by the goalkeeper. And unlike Jack Turner, keeps hold of the ball. And is out here with Connors. Chipping the ball down the line here for Monacana to chase. Sam Togwell hooks it clear into someone else's garden. And a throw to Dulwich Hamlet on that far hand side. And the Dulwich Hamlet fans are now the ones in voice behind the goal to our right. Connors will take another long throw that Slough needs to be awake for. He's roughly 22 yards away. Shows it in short towards Chapman. Chapman gets the ball back towards Connors. And the ball inside is picked up by Josh Chapman, but he's pushed off the ball by Monlouis. And Joe Grant works the ball out well on the far-hand side for Slough. Plays it forwards, though, but he didn't look up, and there was no one further forwards. And the goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer, is the man that comes to get the ball 10 yards outside of his box. Plays it into Ambrosini. And Monacana makes a run, not picked up. So he picks up Barnes on the near-hand side. Inside to Monacana, who plays it forwards. And Barnes stopped his run and then continued. But it's gone out for a goal kick to the Rebels.
The result today is 50-50. A big thank you to everybody who supported it this afternoon. Of course, to our sellers, Dave, Raymond and Rona. The winning ticket is a sky blue ticket.
It's a sky blue 50-50 ticket.
638.
638.
Your prize is £235.
And wins £235. Ball taken out by goal kick from Jack Turner. Headed back by George Wells in towards Sam Togwell. Played it across towards Lee Togwell. Alasani chasing down, but it goes back towards Jack Turner in the Slough goal. There's a bit more time on the ball here as Alasani now chases it down, and Turner then plays it out long, looking for Worsfold to flick on. It's come off the head of Barnes. Chapman flicks it up for Mills to chase. Mills with a header away. Lee Togwell goes back towards the goalkeeper and Turner takes it on the volley. Good ball out here towards Joe Grant, who takes it down on his chest. He's got Josh Chapman on the right hand side overlap. Chapman inside towards Warren Harris. Heavy touch, comes back out towards Chapman. And here with Scott Davis. Ball down the line here for Dan Roberts. Great defending by Taylor. And the ball is hooked away by Connors off Warren Harris and out for a throw to Dulwich Hamlet. And it's Dulwich Hamlet 2, Slough 1 here with 33.5 minutes gone. And Slough looking for a free kick. Again, the referee doesn't give a free kick at all here. It will go out of play for a Slough Town throw, which George Wells will take and goes across to Sam Togwell. Back out here towards George Wells, inside towards Scott Davis. Finding George Wells again, and inside towards Matt Lynch. Pulls Chapman away out of position and finds Lee Togwell. Down the line for Josh Chapman. Bit of space for Chapman down that right-hand side. Alasani, though, blocks the ball and takes it off him. And now Chapman can bring the ball down the line. But Matt Lynch, filling in at centre-back, plays it back towards Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner goes short to Sam Togwell, finding Lynch. And Lynch out here towards George Wells. Wells cuts back inside towards Lynch, who's far too deep for Slough. And plays it across here towards Lee Togwell. He's got acres of space in front of him and finds Josh Chapman. Again, his space in front. Alasani does come across, but the ball down the line here for Worsfold to chase, and it's a throw to Slough on the far hand side. And Josh Chapman will take it inside here towards Worsfold. Worsfold turns it back out towards Chapman. Chapman has to stretch, gets caught there. And again, no free kick given by the referee, who seems to have forgotten his whistle this afternoon. And ball's here with Maynard Brewer, the Dulwich Hamlet goalkeeper. And just replacing the ball again. And he will eventually take this goal kick, I do assure you. And the ball played through. It's flicked on by Mills. It's Lynch who comes across, pushed it, and there's a foul. Well done, referee. You have remembered that whistle. Free kick here to the Rebels. And the ball played forwards here, but it's got too much on it. Goes through to Maynard Brewer, the goalkeeper. And again, the heat is just taking its toll on the players here a little bit. The tempo has died down a lot. And Taylor brings the ball out, long ball forwards, but that will go through to Jack Turner, who rolls the ball out with some pace into the path for George Wells. Wells can bring it forwards here for Slough. Down the line here for Roberts to chase. It's here with Barnes, who does well, but it gets taken off him by Worsfold. Roberts with the ball inside, still going in the box, goes down, and the referee has either got to give a penalty or a dive. He gives a corner. I think it's gone out for a throw, actually. And yeah, it's a throw to the Rebels. Roughly 10 yards away from the corner flag, which George Wells is the player to come across to take. And well, it comes through to Lynch, takes a shot, it's blocked inside the area, comes out for another throw, back here towards George Wells. Wells tries to cut inside, but gives the ball away. It's played out to Alasani on the far hand side. Alasani trying to run at the Slough defence, holds the ball up for maybe too long, but then plays it out towards Connors on the left back position, crosses the halfway line, back here to Ijaya, and finds Taylor. Back out here towards Connors, the left back, 10 yards inside his own half, back here towards Taylor. So now happy to let Dulwich Hamlet go long here if they need to. And Warren Harris chasing the ball down on that far hand side, putting Taylor under pressure, goes back towards his goalkeeper. Again, Warren Harris is the man that pressurising, and a long ball forwards here will be taken by Josh Chapman, who goes back towards Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner goes short to Sam Togwell. And the Slough fans making some noise behind that goal to our left, but the ball played in towards Dan Roberts. Heavy touch by him. Gets it back in towards George Wells. Wells under pressure though from Monacana. Has to go back towards his goalkeeper. Mills was quite close to getting the ball, but Turner then plays it all the way down and straight through to the goalkeeper. And it's played out on the left-hand side towards Quaid Taylor. The left side is centre-back, up towards Alassani, scorer of both goals so far. Back inside to Alassani, who turns. Great tackle by Josh Chapman, wins the ball. And a foul there by Alassani, free kick to the Rebels. And free kick just inside the... It's actually on the halfway line, it's been given. And standing over it is Scott Davis, who's been fairly quiet this afternoon. Chips the ball down the line for Dan Roberts. Holds the ball up on the right-hand side. Needs a little bit of help. Gets a cross in. It's blocked. Joe Grant goes for it. Ball bouncing around. And Joe Grant is adjudged to have fouled. It's a free kick to Dulwich Hamlet. And the first foul that Slough have conceded. Some of you talking about the reserve goalkeeper. Slough did actually have the guy, not the one that's on the bench today, who is Julian Swartzer, but Noyes Trinovas was actually with Slough last season, trained with Slough all season. He's the under-16s goalkeeper. But league rules say you can't sign an under-16 in the National League South. So yeah, he was still around, but yeah, Jack does seem to have made a few uncharacteristic mistakes so far this season as Lee Togwell plays the ball back towards Turner. And he just looks the ball down, and Ambrosine is there, plays it back towards the goalkeeper. Lynch chases it down, and Maynard Brewer plays it down the field. Josh Chapman takes it on his chest under pressure, and Josh Chapman is adjudged to have fouled. And a foul is on Mills, who's down injured. And Mills has just taken a little breather. But Mills is fine. Miraculous recovery. He's up and in the centre for this free kick to come in from the left-hand side by the left-back Connors. And he floats it into the edge. It's headed away by Sam Togwell. Then headed away by Monacana. Lee Togwell with the header away. Dan Roberts tries to flick it into the path of Warren Harris, and Quaid Taylor goes back towards his goalkeeper. Warren Harris chases it down, and Maynard Brewer plays it in. Just Strickman with the header away. It will come through to Ijaya, and Warren Harris just can't get the ball off Connors. It's here with Quaid Taylor across to Ambrosine. Inside here towards Mon Louis, under pressure from Lynch. Goes deep for Monacana, taken off him by Wells. Ball played in, and Sam Togwell slides in with the challenge forwards there. And Dan Roberts doesn't win the header, but it will come out here towards Worsfold. Worsfold gets a shout, man on, runs with the ball, tries to play it on the left-hand side. It's blocked by Barnes, and out of play for a Slough Town throw. And George Wells will be the player to take it. We've got 2 minutes plus stoppage time here in this first half. Ball played down the line to Worsfold. Worsfold trying to turn. It's gone out for a Slough throw. Wells takes it, looks for the ball inside towards Worsfold. Worsfold gets it inside the box. Ball bouncing around. 2 Slough players. Tackling comes to Worsfold. It's blocked. Gets a second chance. Scoops it over. And it's got to go out for a... How has that not gone out for a corner, referee? It's a shot by Worsfold. It's looped up and gone over the goalkeeper, over the top of the bar. How, I don't see, it didn't come off a Dulwich Hamlet player, I don't know, but goal kick to Dulwich Hamlet, who lead 2-1. And Slough will somehow wonder how they've gone in 2-1 down at half time when Dulwich have only had 2 shots on target in the game and got them both in. And Mills clearly in an offside position as he heads the ball, referee. And Monaco almost gets there. I mean, really poor officiating here. Mills is 5 yards offside when the goal kick is taken. Mills is the player that heads it on, so he has to be offside. As it is, it's a Dulwich Hamlet throw right by the corner flag. In fact, I do think it's actually gone out for a corner. It has actually gone out for a corner. Played in, headed away by Sam Togwell. Still in the area, headed away by Worsfold. Comes out here towards Chapman. There's a head injury, ref. Come on! Ball played in. Lee Togwell heads it away. The referee's got a head injury. He doesn't stop the game. Why did you not do that before, ref? Absolute poor refereeing. Absolute diabolical refereeing. We know now that players get head injuries, they're quite serious. You've got to stop the game. It doesn't matter whether which team's attacking, the referee has to stop the game when there's a head injury. He allowed play to go on twice. And this linesman on the near hand side is just as poor. Mills from the goal kick is standing 5 yards offside. When the goal kick is played and Mills flicks it on, he has come from an offside position and then therefore should be a free kick. The linesman on this near hand flag doesn't see it at all. Absolutely poor. Josh Chapman just chatting to the referee, saying how he gave away the foul when he gets tackled. I don't know. Royal Rebel says apparently you can't be offside from a goal kick. Is that right? Maybe I don't know the rules. So if that's the case, then I'm wrong. But I thought you could be offside from a goal kick. You can't be offside from a throw-in. All these new rules are just so very confusing. So still got a stoppage in play as it's Ambrosine who's down injured. Both sides are taking a water break. And Ambrosine gets to his feet fairly slowly. And Ambrosine is coming off. He looks okay. So Donny says from a dead ball kick you can be onside. Well, I'm wrong. Okay.
There's no standing on the stairwells, please. Please move back onto the terraces or find a seat. No standing on the stairs, please.
Right, so play will restart. I haven't got a clue what the referee's going to give. I don't think the referee knows what he's going to give, actually. I think he's going to get a contested drop ball, which I didn't think he could be. See, now Donny says out of the hands can be offside. Right, okay, brilliant. Thank you, Donny. I'm not sure what's going on, but I think it's a contested drop ball, which I'm not sure. I don't think. No, so Slough aren't contesting the drop ball. So basically, he's going to drop the ball 25 to 30 yards away from goal, giving Dulwich Hamlet the ball. How is this right? And they play it in towards Mills. Mills on the far hand side. Sam Togwell has to hook the ball away. I really don't understand these new laws. Warren Harris, that's handball. And it's Ijaya plays the ball out here to Alasani on the far hand side. Warren Harris trying to play it in. Alasani gets the ball back out here towards Connors. Connors goes back to Quade Taylor. 1 minute of added time. In fact, there isn't 1 minute of added because he's pulled it. Oh, absolutely diabolical. Right, so let me get this straight, okay? You've got a head injury to Ambrosine right at the end of the first half that gets treated. You've got 30 seconds for each goal. It's 3 goals. And you've had a water break. Right? All of that time, he adds on 1 minute. 1 minute. It's so infuriating. How does he do it? It's 30 seconds a goal, a head injury, a tea break, and he comes up with 1 minute. Crazy refereeing. And there you go, that's kick-off here at Dulwich Hamlet. The ball immediately played forwards. Lee Togwell heading the ball away. Headed away by Barnes. It will come out on the far-hand side to Clunis. Headed away by Sam Togwell. The ball breaks out here for George Wells. Played down the line. Hooked cleared by Chapman, who looks like he's gone right back for Dulwich. And the ball with George Wells. Inside towards Warren Harris. Bit of space here for him. And he's got Chapman on the right-hand side. Chapman crossing the halfway line, bringing the ball out. Grant on his outside and finds Grant. Grant with a chance down his right-hand side. Up against Barnes. Both standing off against each other. Grant turning away. Still has the ball. Then turns that way. Great defending by the right back who clears. Chapman stretches to get the ball back towards Lynch. Lynch shoots. He hit him on the elbow. No handball. But it flies out on the far-hand side to Worsfold. Worsfold keeps it in far-hand side. Trying to go past Chapman. Chapman with the challenge, and a good challenge out of play for a throw to Slough. And George Wells will be the player to take the throw into the box. And Wells takes it short here towards Lynch. Lynch gets to the angle of the box, turns back inside onto his right foot, plays it out here towards George Wells. Wells takes a touch, hits his cross in, it hits Clunis. It'll come here towards Scott Davis, who gets a touch, but breaking here are Monacana down the left-hand side. Josh Chapman trying to go with him. Chapman doesn't get there. Monacana gets a lucky break, gets into the box, still going with the ball. Lee Togwell trying to force it wide, crossed in, headed away by Sam Togwell. And out for a corner. And Monacana has swapped sides from the first half. He's now playing down the left-hand side. Played around the right-hand side first half. And it will be a corner which Monacana will take here for Dulwich Hamlet. Slough now having to deal with the sun in their eyes. It's played right in. It's George Matt Lynch who heads it away for another corner. And Monacana will have a second go. Monacana's just taking his time here, and Clunis has gone short to pull a couple of Slough players out of the box, which he's done. And it's played into the box. Jack Turner punches the ball away from underneath his goal. And Lynch wins the ball for Slough down that left-hand side. Gets past one, then gets fouled. Free kick to Slough. And Jack Turner will take the free kick for the Rebels, all dressed in a fluorescent lime green or yellow, whichever you call it. Plays it down the line here towards Grant. Grant lets it go over, looking for a foul, doesn't get it. And the ball rolls through to the goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer. Roberts chases to make him pick it up. And Maynard Brewer takes it, kick from his hands. It'll go all the way through to Jack Turner in the Slough goal. He rolls it out here towards George Wells. Wells under pressure immediately from Clunis. Down the line here to Worsfold. Back in for Wells. Wells skipping past a couple of challenges. Cuts inside, back inside towards Scott Davis. Overruns it a little bit, but gets the ball here towards Lee Togwell, despite Alasani's best efforts. Here with Josh Chapman in towards Joe Grant. Joe Grant trying to come down. It's gone out off Joe Grant for a Dulwich Hamlet throw. And we're right above the away dugout here that's got a picture of me on it, which I'll tweet out later. As Mills tries to flick the ball on. Scott Davis is there with the clearance. Josh Chapman heads it only as far as Mills. It goes down the line. Alasani will chase it, but Lee Togwell goes back towards Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And a confident clearance from him, finding over the head of Dan Roberts. And then played away there by Christian Smith, only as far as Joe Grant. And hits it too far with the outside of his boot. And it won't even roll out for a goal kick, I don't think. Has it gone? It just about rolls out for a goal kick. So still the score here with coming up to 4.5 minutes gone of the second half is Dulwich Hamlet 2, Slough 1. And Dulwich have started the second half a little bit better. As Maynard Brewer is the man that takes this goal kick. And I think you guys must be right, because Mills is in an offside position now. and then goes and heads the ball on. So it's got to be, he can only be offside from the ball kicked out of his hand. So Donny, well done. You're the man that knows the rules. I don't. Ball played out here towards George Wells. Down the line for Worsfold. Worsfold trying to cut inside and run with the ball. Plays it back out here towards Scott Davis. Davis in towards George Wells. Wells takes a touch, trying to go past Clunis. Doesn't get past him, and Clunis has won it back here. Inside here to Jaya. He'll go back towards Christian Smith, who looks for that long ball forwards. And it takes a horrid bounce off the ground and goes into Jack Turner's hand. And he launches it long. Joe Grant trying to help out Dan Roberts. It's Dan Roberts, little flick, trying to find Warren Harris. Harris can't get there. It's hooked clear. Lee Togwell heads it across to George Wells. Wells heads it back across. Alassani using his body. Slough looking for a free kick, not given. Ball's here with Vijaya. Well tackled by Matt Lynch. Ball inside here towards Grant. Grant with a chance to run at the defence now. He's got Jackman on his overlap. Finds Jackman. Jackman cuts back inside. Grant continues his run. Jackman crosses left-footed. The ball bouncing around in the box. Warren Harris trying to get there. Ball's hooked clear. It'll come out here towards Alassani. He ran into him, referee. Alassani gets a free kick just because Alassani ran into the player. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Good afternoon to Rebelettes, who's listening in. Free kick here to Dulwich Hamlet. And Smith, the substitute, will come across to take. John Underwood kind of explaining to asking the referee how it's a free kick. And the ball played forwards again, aimed towards Milnes. It's over his head. Comes out though to Clunis. Clunis tries to cross it. It hits George Wells. And on the edge of the box, Monlouis there. Warren Harris shielding the ball. And then Scott Davis comes in for Slough to clear. And then does a little trick inside the box and then plays it clear. Too close there. And Dan Roberts will chase it down the far-hand side. In a race with Quade Taylor. Taylor gets there first and goes back towards his goalkeeper, who has time to find Christian Smith on the 18-yard line of his own half. Then plays it forwards, looking for Mills. Mills takes it down on his chest well, then takes it forward. And it's a foul by Mills for a free kick on Josh Jackman. So they'll take it quickly here with Lynch. Lynch running with the ball. Finding a good ball in towards Warren Harris. Harris trying to cross. It's blocked well by Christian Smith. Harris gets to the ball first. Lynch gets there. That's our ball. Oh, come on! Referee. Oh, someone buy him some glasses. Throw to Dulwich Hamlet. Should have been a Slough throw. It's Barnes with the throw in. Jackman wins the header. Lynch taking his time, and Lynch trying to clear the ball. It comes off Lynch last. It'll be a throw to Dulwich Hamlet. And they'll take their time with this throw. Barnes, the right back, will take it. Where's he going, ref? Up towards Mills. Mills takes it down on his chest. Back out towards Barnes. Barnes inside to Monlouis. Finds Ijaya. Ijaya spreads it out towards Chapman. A little bit behind him, but Chapman does well to keep the ball in on the far-hand side. And then hits it straight at George Wells. Clunis will keep it alive. Lovely ball inside towards Chapman. Chapman tries to cross, but the hard-working Warren Harris is there to block. It's a throw to Dulwich Hamlet. Here with their captain, Ijaya. Back out here to Monlouis. Towards Barnes. Barnes trying to work it on the far-hand side. Monacana keeps the ball. Inside to Monlouis, towards Ijaya. Back out towards Quade Taylor. Played it inside, and it'll be one back here by Sam Togwell. Gives it towards Scott Davis. And Davis finds Joe Grant. Grant with a heavy touch. Keeps hold of the ball. And plays it back inside to Scott Davis, finding Josh Jackman. Just inside the Dulwich Hamlet half. A little ball inside to Joe Grant is the ideal ball. Finds him. Grant trying to turn. He's got Dan Roberts on his outside. Roberts is there. Crosses in first time. Hooked clear, hits Chapman. And the clearance falls to Monlouis. Halfway inside his own half. He's got Clunis on the wide hand side. Finds him. Clunis just holds it up back towards Monlouis. And back out here towards Clunis. Clunis crosses first time. It's a good low cross, well cleared by Sam Togwell. Little cushion header there by George Wells, finding Scott Davis. Scott Davis now trying to play the ball over the top here for Joe Grant to change. Well defended by Barnes again. And Smith plays out towards Quade Taylor. In towards Chapman. Chapman finding Monlewis. Slough happy to let them have the ball here at the moment. As Chapman filling it right back, plays it back towards Quade Taylor. He's swapped sides from the left of centre back to the right side of centre back. Chips the ball over the top here, looking for the run of Mills. Mills up against Lee Togwell, holds the ball up well. He's got Barnes in pursuit, tries to go himself. Lee Togwell tries to get a touch to it, but Mills still gets the ball out here to Monacana. Monacana plays it. Oh, Chapman on the right hand overside, plays it back here towards Monlewis. Crosses first time. Oh, what a miss that is! Oh, a double miss by Dulwich Hamlet. Mills has missed from a yard. He's headed it against the crossbar. It was easier to score. And then Monlewis shoots wide of the goal. And a let off for the Rebels there. How Danny Mills doesn't score that is unbelievable. And ball played out by Jack Turner, finding George Wells on the left-hand side. Inside here towards Lench. Lench has got Jackman in acres of space down his right-hand side and finds him. Jackman needs a bit of help. Inside for Warren Harris. Harris trying to run down the near-hand side. Gets it back in. It's blocked well by Barnes again, who's having a very good game at right-back. And the ball played forward. It's intercepted by Lee Togwell. Inside towards Warren Harris, relishing that centre-back thing. In towards Roberts. Roberts trying to get there. Smith is the one that holds it out. And out of play for a throw to Slough. Going to see a substitution for Slough. Coming on will be Simon Dunn, replacing Joe Grant, who looked at the bench to say that he had a slight injury there. So Simon Dunn on for Joe Grant, and that substitution on 58 minutes. And Joe Grant just obviously is lacking a bit of fitness. He got injured in pre-season, and it is very hot out there. And it'll be Matt Lench to put the throw into the box here for Slough. He plays it short towards Josh Chapman, back out here towards Lench. Lench plays it inside towards Chapman. Chapman gets to the byline, crosses, it's blocked again, and out of play for a throw again. And Josh Chapman will take this throw for the Rebels here, 4 or 5 yards away from the corner flag. And played in towards Lench. Lench back in towards Josh Chapman. Lench takes over down that near hand side, crosses into the near post, headed away by Smith, only as far as Monlewis, who does well to turn with the ball. Brings the ball out down this left-hand side. Trying to look for some help. It tries to play it forwards. It's a poor ball in the end. Easily taken by Jack Turner in the Slough goal. And play forwards here for Warren Harris. Takes it down really well. Up against Barnes, though. Warren Harris trying to go down the inside of it. Barnes with the challenge. It's Warren Harris who still wins it. Hooray! Well done, referee. 2 sides out there. Good lads. Free kick to the Rebels. It's roughly around 10 yards away from goal, but quite close to the sideline. Worsfold is the man to take the free kick. So an in-swinging free kick here for the Rebels. One-man wall of Monacana here for Dulwich. And Worsfold takes it, whips it into the box. It's headed away, comes to the edge of the box where it's headed back out across, only picked up here by Monlewis. And it comes off throw to Slough. They've wasted that throw, it's been given away. Monacana with the ball up towards Mills. Mills goes down looking for a free kick, doesn't get it. First touch for Simon Dunn. Inside here towards Matt Lench. Lench breaking in, trying to have a dig. He takes a dig, it's saved by the goalkeeper. And well taken by Maynard Brewer. And Slough fans on the chat looking for bank holiday Manny Day to happen. Maynard Brewer takes a long kick into the sun. Jackman gets a header to it, tries to clear it. Alasani wins it. Jackman trying to battle with him. Alasani holds him up, finds Monacana. Inside here towards Ijaya. Ijaya chips it on the right-hand side, finding Chapman. Chapman just holds the ball up well. Got Clunis on the overlap. Finds Clunis, hits the ball in low, but Sam Togwell places that back in someone's garden. And I don't know if Sam Togwell's on a thing where if he puts it into the garden, he charges Dulwich Hamlet for the balls, but it certainly does look that way. I think that's the third one he's put inside that person's garden, but never mind. Throw for Dulwich Hamlet on the far-hand side. Still with an hour gone. Dulwich 2, Slough 1. As Monlouis tries to header it on. Comes out here towards Scott Davis. Plays it here towards Lench. Lench lets it run past him. Ajaya following. Lench turns inside. Plays it in towards Simon Dunn. Stretches for the ball. Challenge comes in. But Chapman wins it. Comes down the right-hand side. Inside here towards Matt Lench. Lench trying to cross the ball in on the far-hand side. Chapman, good confident header away. Only as far, though, as George Wells. Wells maybe bringing the ball forwards. Does so. On his right foot, finds Chapman. Baker space on the corner of the box. Chapman trying to get the cross in. It's blocked by Barnes and out for a corner. And that'll be for a signal for Worsfold to come across and take the corner. Worsfold just trotting across the pitch here to take this corner. And I think Manny Day isn't too far away, ladies and gentlemen. I can just see him do some stretches by the home dugout. As Worsfold takes this corner. Punched away by the goalkeeper. Lench doesn't get the best of touches. A break here for Dulwich Hamlet with Clunis up against Scott Davis. Clunis goes wide. Scott Davis with a great challenge. Won the ball, but Clunis gets back up. And it goes out of play for a throw. Good challenge there by Scott Davis. And it'll be Chapman will take the throw on the far hand side. Throws it into the box. Missed by Sam Togwell. Lee Togwell will try to hook it away. It comes off Dulwich player last. And it'll be a Slough throw. And Josh Chapman, the man to go to take the throw. And throws it back towards Jack Turner, being chased down by Alasani. Turner hooks the ball down the line, looking for Roberts. Roberts holds the ball up well. Then runs into his own player. It falls here to... Dan Roberts is down injured. Ball here with Ijaya. Plays it towards Chapman, way behind him. But Chapman has to do really well to work to get the ball back. Roberts is fine. He ran into Simon Dunn, but the ball's back here now with... Quaid Taylor finding Monlouis. Monlouis on the far hand side towards Barnes, looking to try and get forwards. Monlouis holding the ball up. Back here to Christian Smith, who aims the ball forwards. It's a aimless ball and goes through. Mills turning around and saying, I want it at me, not in front of me. Quick kick down the field here, comes towards Worsfold, who can't keep it in. Worsfold looks like he's come to this near hand side with Simon Dunn possibly going more of a left side. As Barnes will take this throw. And Barnes, the right back, has really grown into this game as it's come on. This throw is easily cleared though by Scott Davis. Smith with the header away. And it comes into the stand for a Slough Town throw. Josh Chapman underneath our commentary position to take it. Throws it in across here towards Sam Togwell. Plays it here towards George Wells on the halfway line. Down the line for Worsfold. Worsfold down the left, got Dunn with a run behind the defence. Dunn tries to get his cross in. It's a great cross. It's well defended by Barnes again. Only comes out towards Worsfold. Back in towards Dunn. Dunn again. Second chance to cross it. Well taken by the goalkeeper. With a confident claim there by Maynard Brewer. And he just waits with the ball in his hands. And a long kick down the field. Hit him on the arm, referee. Comes off Lee Togwell, I believe, and it's out for a Dulwich Hamlet throw. I thought it came off Danny Mills' arm, but there you go. So, strange, but there you go. Throw for Dulwich Hamlet, which they're taking their time on. 65.5 minutes played. Still Dulwich Hamlet 2, Slough Town 1. And Barnes, the right back, goes all the way to take this throw. And he throws it in. Josh Jackman with the first thing. It comes out towards Monlou. He takes a shot. It's a daisy cutter. And easily taken by Jack Turner. And Turner, not sure whether to launch it, throws it towards Scott Davis, who plays it out here towards Lee Togwell, who's spreading the two centre-backs to Slough. George Wells is on the left-hand side. Or poor touch by him, but he gets a second chance to clip it down the line, and Matt Lench will chase it here up against Quay Taylor. Lench gets there first, and Lench has gone down injured. The referee hasn't blown for a foul, and Lee Togwell will chase the ball back, and Turner has the ball. Lench is way offside at the moment, so the ball's been rolled out to Scott Davis, played out to Max Worsfold, who can't keep the header in, and out of play for a throw to Dulwich Hamlet. And I think you're going to see a substitution from Slough in a second. We'll try and give you the latest scores once the ball has gone back out of play. Chapman with the throw. Comes off the head. George Wells keeps it in and finds Sam Togwell. Inside here towards Scott Davis. Davis across towards Lee Togwell. Togwell finds Josh Chapman. Chapman up against Monacana, under pressure, puts Lee Togwell in a difficult position, and he has to go back towards Turner. Turner, bring the ball out 15 yards out of his box, plays it down the line, looking through, and it goes all the way out of play. Latest scores, Bath 1, Oxford City 1, it's Braintree 2, Dorking 2, Hampton and Richmond 1, Chippenham 0, Havant and Waterlooville 0, Eastbourne Borough 0, Hemel Hempstead Town 0, Billericay 0, it's Hungerford 1, Dartford 2, drinks break at the moment, Maidstone United 3, Chelmsford 1, St Albans 1, Concord 0, Welling 4, Tonbridge 0, and the game of the day is Weymouth 3, Wealdstone 3. I'll run through those again just in case you missed it with that Tannoy announcement. It's Bath City 1, Oxford City 1, Braintree 2, Dorking 2, Dulwich 2, Slough 1, Hampton and Richmond 1, Chippenham Town 0, Havant and Waterlooville 0, Eastbourne Borough 0, Hemel Hempstead 0, Billericay 0, Hungerford 1, Dartford 2, Maidstone 3, Chelmsford 1, St Albans 1, Concord 0, Welling 4, Tonbridge 0, and 3-3 between Weymouth and Wealdstone. That would mean that the top of the table would be Wealdstone on goal difference against Dulwich Hamlet. In fact, Dulwich are the only team in the top 7 winning. Slough will drop down to 20th position here at the moment if everything stays as it is. That's one outside of the relegation zone. So drinks break being taken here at Dulwich Hamlet.
Final substitution at Hamlet leaves the field, number 7, Jeffrey Monacana, is replaced by 17, Lewis White.
And final substitution here for Dulwich Hamlet. Coming off is Jeffrey Monacana, being placed by Lewis White. So number 7, little fly just went in my eye there. Lewis White has come on. So the game will restart with a goal kick for Dulwich Hamlet. And still no sign of Bank Holiday Manny Day happening. I guess Slough just coming into the game again a little bit. Here as the ball's played in, it's over the head of everyone, and White tries to get behind. He does. First touch of him. Holds the ball up down that right-hand side into Alassani. Back in towards White. Finding Alassani. Back White. Two of them just exchanging little bits of passes. The ball comes out towards Barnes. And Barnes skips past the challenge. Plays it here towards Ijaya. On the centre circle. Back out here towards Clunis, who's filling in almost as right back. Chapman in front of him. And Clunis chips the ball forwards. George Wells reads it. Hits him on the hand. It's got to be handball. I mean, the referee is absolutely diabolical. It clearly hits George Wells on the hand. Right? It takes the ball away from the player. It's got to be a free kick. The linesman flags eventually. And a free kick to Dulwich Hamlet. It's the right decision. It's just taken too long to get there. Clunis takes it short towards Chapman. Chapman under pressure from Roberts. Clunis digs the ball out and finds Quaid Taylor. Cross here towards Smith. Finding the right back, who's the left back, Barnes. Number 2, that's why. And hammers the ball forwards. Lee Togwell there to clear it for Slough. Ijaya heads the ball on. It'll be a free touch for Sam Togwell. Finds Simon Dunn. Dunn, robbed by Chapman. Chapman then finds White down the outside, the substitute. Plays it in. Good save, though, by Jack Turner. And Scott Davis has the ball on his edge of his 18-yard line. Played out here towards Simon Dunn. Dunn finding Worsfold on the left-hand side. Worsfold advanced position. Slough need bodies in the box. Worsfold inside towards Simon Dunn. Pushed off the ball. Ricochet comes to Worsfold. Takes a shot. It's over. Chance for Worsfold, and he's blown it over the top of the bar. So really good. It came to him so fortunately. A lucky ricochet right in his path, and he's put it right over the top. And end to end here at Champion Hill, as White with the chance that was fisted away by Jack Turner, and Slough broke down the other side. Still 2-1, and still Slough sit third from bottom in the league. As Maynard Brewer takes this goal kick, aimed again towards Mills, misses the ball. Alassani heads it on. Lee Togwell hooks the ball down the line. It will come out here towards Dan Roberts, takes the ball down, holds it up. Lovely little back heel, finding Warren Harris. Harris up against Taylor. Warren Harris needs a bit of help. He doesn't get it. He still gets the ball back with him. Dive in challenge. The ball back here with Warren Harris. Ben Chapman with a challenge. It's a throw to Slough. And Matt Lynch is going to take it. I wonder if he's going to try and put a long one in the box. It almost looks like Matt Lynch has gone in the crowd. Throws the ball in. Too close to the goalkeeper. Easily taken by Maynard Brewer. Who's keeping out club favourite Preston Edwards at the moment. And Maynard Brewer just drops the ball outside the edge of his box. Dan Roberts will chase the ball down. It's played forwards. You know it's for. It's for Mills. He gets a touch on. Monlouis trying to get there. George Wells strong in the tackle though. And then plays it back out across his 18-yard to Sam Togwell. Ball down the line for Worsfold to chase. Does look like Clunis has gone to right back. And Chapman has gone midfield. Chapman on the ball here now. Inside here towards Alassani, who comes deep. Gives the ball away though to Matt Lynch. And the referee says it's a free kick to Slough. Taken quickly to Scott Davis, who finds Lee Togwell halfway inside his own half. Back inside towards Simon Dunn, under pressure from Ijaya, but finds Sam Togwell. Spread outside towards George Wells, just inside his own half. Little dink ball forwards. Lovely ball finding Simon Dunn. Dunn back towards Worsfold, just couldn't take the ball with him. And then down the line towards Simon Dunn. Flicks it in towards Worsfold. Worsfold down the left-hand side. Edge of the box. Gets a bit of a ricochet. Plays it across. And Chapman with a defensive clearance out for a corner to Slough. And Worsfold gets a bit of luck down that left-hand side yet again. And this time Slough are going to put some bodies in the box for the throw from Matt Lynch. In come both Togwells and George Wells, leaving Scott Davis, Simon Dunn and Jotman back for the Rebels. So it's corner to come in. In swinging corner here for Slough. It's played in. Oh, it's gone past everybody. Oh, it was hit poorly. It was hard and low. And missed by two Slough players. Out of play for a Dulwich Hamlet throw. And we're into the last 15 minutes. Still no sign of Manny Williams or Ben Harris for the Rebels. And the throw comes in from Barnes towards Chapman. And Chapman plays it out here. George Wells with the header. Alassani comes across to get the ball. Plays it up in the air. Mills flicks it on, trying to find Alassani. Alassani running at the defence. Cuts back inside. One way or the other. Oh, what a block. Superb defending there by Sam Togwell. Alassani twisting one way, twisting another, running with pace at the ball. But Sam Togwell stuck with him and he's blocked the ball and out for a corner to Dulwich Hamlet. And it's Chapman who goes across to take the corner here for Dulwich. And plays it in. It's Lynch with the header away. It will come out here towards Dunn, whose header is flicked on here by Matt Lynch. Plays it here for Roberts. Roberts got a chance to turn and run at the defence. Only Barnes in front of him. Still running at Barnes. This being forced wide. Still going wide. And Roberts wins a throw. And again, Matt Lynch is the man that goes across to take. I think, no, they're going to leave it for Josh Chapman to take the throw. And Slough Town fans in there say, take it quickly, do Slough. Lynch gets back towards Chapman. Finds Simon Dunn. Dunn crosses left-footed, headed away by Ijaya. Wells wins the ball. It comes out to the edge of the box. He shoots. Oh, what a goal! Georgie Wells. Absolute special from Wells. Edge of the box. What a strike. Hard and low across the goalkeeper. And on 78, George Wells equalises for the Rebels. It's a George Wells special on a Manny Holiday special. 2-2. Lovely goal by George Wells. And all to do here at Dulwich Hamlet. 13 minutes to play. And it'll be Ijaya to take the kick. Slough fans now in voice behind that goal. Seen their team score twice for the second time. Ball's here with Ben Chapman. Chipping it forwards again for Mills. Mills flicks it on, but there's no one there for him. I mean, they've got to know that he's going to be the one that they're aiming at. And Slough just warming up a couple of players. I don't think they're going to come on. And the ball's rolled out here towards Sam Togwell. Finding George Wells. Down the line here for Roberts to chase. Roberts up against Taylor. Comes off Roberts last. It's a Dulwich Hamlet throw. They're about halfway inside their own half. And Clunis, who's playing right back, plays it in. Poor header throw from him. Headed away by Worsfold. Comes to Chapman, who's a very good player on the ball. I think he was with Charlton Athletic before he came here. And the ball goes all the way through, though, to Jack Turner, who rolls it out here for Lee Togwell. Togwell orchestrating where he wants it. Warren Harris comes deep for the ball. Finding Scott Davis. First time ball by him. And it will go all the way through to the goalkeeper, Maynard Brewer. Rolls it out here towards Quaid Taylor. Chapman just stodding the ball there. First mistake, but he kept hold of it. And Taylor back in towards Chapman. And Lynch chasing the ball down. Ball's back here with Chapman. Lynch still chasing. Ball comes out towards Ijaya, 10 yards inside his own half. Turns inside the centre circle and finds Chapman again. Chapman outside towards Clunis. Clunis back towards Chapman. And It's here with Chapman inside towards Alassani. Back towards Chapman, first time ball. Looking for the runner Barnes down the far hand side, but this time Jack Turner's there to claim. Bald Raven, what are you doing? David, what are you doing? Come on. Ball's here with Scott Davis. Oh, poor ball by him. Put Sam Togwell on the chase. The last thing he wants to be doing in this heat is chasing a aimless ball, but Togwell then goes across to his brother Lee. Being chased down here by Monlouis. But the ball's back here with Jack Turner. Back out towards Sam Togwell. So now keeping hold of the ball. Wells has come inside towards Matt Lynch. Lynch trying to turn with the ball. Runs with the ball well. He's got Jackman in front of him if he can find him. Oh, lovely ball towards Josh Jackman. Jackman into the box. Plays it back here towards Warren Harris. Harris being forced wide. Crosses it in. Headed away. It will come out though to Lynch, who lets the ball come out for a throw. Lynch takes it quickly towards Scott Davis. Davis crosses to the far hand side towards... Oh, Worsfold with the volley over the top of the bar. It's great. Must have taken a touch off somebody because it's gone for a corner. I didn't see it take a deflection at all, but it must have taken a deflection. It's gone out for a corner to the Rebels. And that'll be a chance for Matt Lynch to go across to take into the final 10 minutes. Still 2-2 the score here between the two sides. And Lynch with an in-swinging corner. And Lynch, this is a better delivery towards Sam Togwell. Headed away well by Ijaya. Warren Harris will let the ball come out for a throw. They're going to leave for Josh Jackman to take. And Jackman takes it quickly towards Scott Davis. And this time Davis crosses the ball in. Goalkeeper comes, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper with two Slough players going for the ball. And Maynard Brewer does, it's a very good save and safe hands there as he landed as well. And it doesn't look like you're going to see Bank Holiday Manny Day today, I'm afraid, guys. Ball's been rolled out towards Ijaya. Outside here towards Clunis. Closed down by Worsfold. Back here towards Taylor. Taylor with the ball here towards Chapman. Chapman finding Monlouis. Overruns it. Warren Harris stealing off him, but Monlouis comes back. Warren Harris will stick with him. Lee Togwell reads the ball really well. Brings the ball out, gets a little nudge from behind. Free kick to the Rebels. And free kick to Slough. And it's taken by Scott Davis. Lovely ball finds it doesn't find Worsfold because he misjudges the flight of the ball. I think Clunis was in his way. And out for a throw to Dulwich on the far hand side. There's a group of four lads who are so tight they haven't paid to get in. They're actually on top of a shed watching the game. The ball breaks here towards White. Lovely skill, just overruns it. Referee pulls it back rightly for a foul. First time that I think I've seen the referee play advantage this afternoon. And looks like there's a slight injury here to Scott Davis. He's fine. He's going to be up and well. Free kick here for Dulwich Hamlet. 10 yards inside their own half. Taken quickly again towards Chapman. And plays it out on the far hand side to Clunis. Clunis back towards Ijaya. Slough with 10 men behind the ball. Sam Togwell with the challenge on Alassani. Ball comes back out though to Ijaya. Inside here towards Chapman. Closed down by Lynch. Finds White, the substitute. Back out on the far hand side to Monlouis. Monlouis just not sure what to do. Plays it back towards Ijaya. Back out here towards White on the sideline. Back here towards Clunis. Inside here towards Monlouis. He turns, finds White. Oh, White tries to feed it in. It's George Wells with a challenge. The ball's here with Dunn. Dunn down the line looking for Roberts. Taylor comes across. And George Wells plays it back. He gets a little 1-2 twice with Monlouis. Brings the ball out. And plays it here for Roberts. Oh, Roberts with a lovely turn. Just got his foot cut. It's 2-on-1 for Slough if he can play it. Dan Roberts coming through. Gets into Roberts. Goes down. It's a penalty to the Rebels. That's a bit soft in my eyes. It's Sam Togwell saying it's a penalty to Slough. Matt Lynch is the man to take it. I think that's a harsh penalty. That's a very harsh penalty. But in 85 minutes, Matt Lynch with a chance to give Slough the lead. Maynard Brewer, the goalkeeper, just been told to go on his line. Matt Lynch up against Maynard Brewer, clad in yellow. Referee just making sure no one's encroaching. Lynch on the 18-yard line. All eyes on him. I was just pointing out that the ball's come off the spot. He's getting loads of boos here. The ball, if the ball's moved off the spot, then the referee has just double-checked it. So, take two. Lynch standing on that 18-yard line. Comes up to take the penalty. In the goal! Lynchy with a goal! Slough take the lead. Matt Lynch with a penalty on 86. And Slough in the lead. Now I think you might see a substitution for Slough. I'm going to be quite surprised. It's a double substitution for the Rebels. Coming on, and this is what we're going to like to see, is Mark Nisbet coming on. Mark Nisbet coming on for Max Worsfold, I believe. So it's Max Worsfold. I don't think Max has seen it. And is Ben Harris coming on as well? It's a pigeon, just like going past everyone's head. And it's Mark Nisbet, and it's good to see Mark Nisbet after his heart problems this season. Really good to see Mark Nisbet on the field. No matter what goes on in football, your health is really important. Really good to see Mark Nisbet on the field here. He's going to go back in a defensive midfield position, I guess. And it's Dulwich Hamlet with the kickoff. And here with Chapman. Chapman being wide towards Clunis, but Lynch has gone more of a left-hand side. And Taylor plays it across to Ajaya, who's gone. It's like it's free at the back here now for Dulwich Hamlet. Christian Smith with the ball, plays it out on the wide towards Clunis. Clunis can't control it, how to play for a throw. If anything to go by, there'll be a minute of added time. Slough wasting a bit more time. It's going to be Ben Harris coming on for Dan Roberts. So Ben Harris coming on 88 for Dan Roberts. And Dan Roberts just taking his shin pads off. Christian Smith telling him to go. And Ben Harris coming on for the Rebels. And Jezzo, you've just literally taken what I was going to say. I just wonder if the referee's going to give a minute of added time again. So as it is, it's a throw to Slough on the far hand side. We've got a minute and a half of normal time plus whatever is the referee indicates. As George Wells takes the throw, flicks on towards Ben Harris, overruns it. Chapman with the ball down the field. Sam Togwell with the header out of play against Alasani. Throw for Dulwich Hamlet. Clunis is going to take the throw. Back here towards Quay Taylor, just overruns it a little bit, finding Smith. Dulwich with three at the back. Barnes tries to get to the ball. He gets it off a ricochet of Davis. Ball inside here towards Monlouis. Up against Josh Chapman. Back out here towards Barnes. Playing a lot further forward. Ball played in. Lee Togwell with a header. It's out for a corner. And all three of the centre-backs go forwards for Dulwich Hamlet. It's going to be Chapman who'll take the corner. Corner number 5 for Dulwich this afternoon. And Barnes has come short for the corner. The corner goes deep to the far-hand side. It's come off for another corner. In fact, he's given a goal kick. I could have sworn that came off a Slough head. But there you go. He's given a goal kick. I don't know. But the Slough fans are singing Bakes and Unders Rebel Army.
On the further set, they're very against Mason United. Thank you for support this afternoon. This afternoon's attendance 2086.
2,086 is the attendance here this afternoon. There are 4 minutes of added time. Ben Harris gives away a foul. Free kick. Free kick here to Dulwich Hamlet. And Maynard Brewer, the goalkeeper, will be the player to take it. Looks to play the ball out. We're into the added time already. His long kick on the far hand side, aimed to Mills. It's headed down. Lench is there to try and turn it away. George Wells with the challenge. It comes out here towards Mills. Mills finds Chapman. Chapman crosses, headed away superbly by George Wells. Only as far as Ajaya. Volleys the ball back in and it will go out for a goal kick to the Rebels. And I think that Jack Turner's going to take his time here. He's walking behind the goal with the ball. Referee tells him to hurry it up. We've got a minute of 14 seconds of the time played. Goal kick here to Slough. They lead 3-2. And Turner, long kick here, aimed towards Ben Harris, up against Smith. Over Smith's head, Ben Harris will chase it. Goes back towards his goalkeeper. Good play by Smith. Maynard Brewer, short to Ajaya. Ben Harris will chase it down. Back out here towards Smith. Smith just goes past Ben Harris. Drills it on the far hand side. Easily read by George Wells, whose header comes only as far as Ajaya. The centre of the three backs. Ajaya chips it forwards, looking for Mills. Mills heads it on towards Alassani. Well, this ball's bouncing around in the box. And it's hooked clear by Simon Dunn for another corner. Ooh. Corner number 6 for Dulwich Hamlet. Chapman again the man to take this corner. Ball been thrown back on the pitch. 2 balls on the pitch. And Barnes can't get rid of the ball for it to take the corner. And Chapman with this corner again goes deep towards Mills. Over the top of his head. Can he keep the ball in on the far hand side? He can. Good play. Plays it here towards Clunis. Clunis crosses it in. Goalkeeper, great save by Jack Turner. Clasped it out the air. And Turner again being told by the referee to hurry it up. We've got a minute and 6 seconds of added time left. Turner just drops the ball in his penalty area. Alassani has to chase it. Chipped out towards Ben Harris. Takes it down on his chest. Trying to hold it. Comes off Smith last. Does it? No, it comes off Ben Harris last. It's a throw to Dulwich Hamlet. Ben just kicking the ball away. Slough just little mind games here. It's Smith with the throw. Across to Ajaya. Finding Taylor. Why have they not put 3 of these centre-backs up? Up towards Mills. Alassani trying to turn. Lee Togwell hammers that clear over the main stand. And a throw here for Dulwich Hamlet. Smith takes it back in from Chapman. Back towards Smith. Inside here towards Chapman. In finds Ajaya. Ajaya to Taylor. He's got 13 seconds on the clock. Plays it in towards Mills. Heads it back down. Only as far as Nisbet, who hooks the ball away. And that's the final whistle. Slough have won again. 2 games in a row. In amazing heat here today. Both sides have played so well in this heat. It's really drained both sets of players. There are players on the floor drained of absolute energy. But the full-time score is Dulwich Hamlet 2. Slough Town 3. 2 late goals from the Rebels again. George Wells on 78. And Matt Lynch with that penalty on 86 minutes. It means that Slough went from third from bottom. I've still got my times running. I've still got the stopwatches running. Turn them off, we finished. Matt Lynch with that penalty that he had to check to take. The Slough players are just going over to the Slough fans behind the goal. They're off there now. There are Dulwich players out on their feet. There were Slough Town players out on their feet. It was a cracking game of football. Two very good sides. And the Slough players over by the fans on that far hand side. It's the Slough fans making all the noise. The Slough players and management have gone over. And it will be a joyous journey back for the Rebels this afternoon. And how fortunes have changed yet again for the Rebels. 2 late goals for the Rebels. And Dulwich Hamlet just holding a little inquest on the pitch there, but the Slough players and fans are all out on that far hand side in the shade, not because they're going over to do that, all because it's in the shade. Thank you guys for all your messages as usual. It's always a pleasure when Slough win, of course. But the management team are just walking away as the Slough players sit in the shade on the far hand side. Guys, we're finished for this afternoon. We've got a coach to go. I've got to get on the train home today. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Excellent victory for Slough. We'll be back next Saturday. Slough are at home against St Albans City, back at Arbour Park. We'll be on air from 10 to 3 then. Thanks as usual for joining us. Have a good rest of your bank holiday. We're back on Saturday. Thank you all for joining us as usual. Have a good rest of the weekend.